It's Freddie Day! Welcome back. If you haven't seen my videos before, I'm Rusty Oliver, man. This here's Freddie the Fiat, the 1450. And it has been a long while coming, but I got a box full of stuff from the Fiat parts place. And I think we can start putting Freddie back together and making more progress here. So here we go. Our first order of affairs is going to have to be hydraulic pump. And yeah, one thing led to another, and this is where we ended up. As usual in life, a simple, what I thought was a simple repair turned into a whole slew of sadness. Where are we at here? Well, probably the best course of action would be to put the hydraulic pump drive back in there first and then just slide the pump into it, since we are set up the way we are right now. This is my oil hose. I definitely got a better one of those, some oil resistant hose, because that one didn't look like it was very long for the world. Okay, where are we at here? Well, we got a lot of stuff laying in our way, see? A lot of stuff we don't need anymore, like this old belt, which I done put the new one on. This plate needed some tender loving care. As you may recall, there was a screw twisted off in it, and so I got all that cleaned up and tapped the holes and got some new screws. I'm trying to figure out if this is a good place to set you where you can see a little bit. So that's probably the first piece we will put back on. And as I'm looking over my pile of stuff, I am missing things. So where did I set all of the Freddie fasteners? Well, they're bound to be around here somewhere. That's all I gotta say. Probably on the floorboard. That's usually where I set stuff. And looking at this, which you can't see, I can. I think I'm going to assemble as much as I can out here and then bolt it to the tractor. I'll show you that in a minute. Alright, hopefully this is a good enough view. So what we have here, originally the whole Freddie setup back when it was new was not this. It was this half, and it had another set of these on it, somehow another coupler piece that went to the pump, and that's how it was. So somebody has taken a gear or a pump coupler and made an adapter here by welding on that ring and then putting this on the pump. And I like this idea. However, this whole setup is very, very wore, and we will probably have to revisit it at some point in the future. But for now, we're just going to fly with it as we are with these little blocks. I need to find some type of material that is similar to this and make some blocks, because somebody else has made some blocks. It's kind of like a plasticky material. I think it will actually be very nice in there. So that's how that will be. And these were all messed up before. I got them flattened out, and we'll probably find out why they were messed up before later and wish that we hadn't done that. But we're going to try it this way and see if this does it. And if it doesn't, we can always change it later. At least that's always the theory, isn't it? That we can make it more better later. Let's get that loose. Yep, my little tweaking on it didn't go quite quite the way it needs to be. Let's just, we can fix it. We can fix it. Okay. Sure, we'll grow with it. I think maybe they should be thicker one way than the other so that it doesn't take off on us, but it actually probably has to be held back so that it actually engages the splines that are left. We're gonna have to find us a new matching setup of gear and collar so that we can redo this at some point in the future, because this just ain't gonna go much more, but it's gonna go for today. We can be, now that we got the old pump, we can be looking for all that. We won't though. We'll wait till this one fails catastrophically and the tractor's in the middle of the road or something, and then we'll, yeah. But this is just power steering, so we could probably man arm it out of the way, move it around if we had to. All right, that is the first part. Second adventure is going to be to put this in here and bolt it up. And I think we're going to go right like that. We're going to take this one like this. And we may not even be right, you know? We had so much trouble getting that off of there. I can't imagine that it would just go back together for us. Very easy. Boy, that wind is kind of chilly when it blows. It's only October, but I ain't a northern boy. I'm not used to that. Cold, cold weather. All right. Let's get some tools out. This is quite the procedure we have to follow here. Again, we'll probably tighten them all a little, and then we'll do our final tightening after we get everything drawn up. Because basically everything we're using here is irreplaceable. You ain't gonna find none of this stuff nowhere, no how. I tried. There ain't nothing. Somebody told me it was discontinued years ago. I do, however, have a viewer / friend who lives overseas and said that there are tons of these tractors in the junkyard over there. 615 Fiats or whatever they are. And he is going to look into some stuff I asked him about, and we're going to see if we can't figure out how hard it would be, and by hard I mean expensive, to ship things over here. So if that would become an option, I might be in pretty good shape. Yep. A lot of times I use the stubby ratchet because then I can't twist the stuff off. Because I've been known to snap 3/8 bolts or 5/16 bolts tightening them. So it's a lot easier when you got a small tool. In this case, you know. Now, our next adventure is going to be hydraulic pump. So let me get it out of the box and then I'll show it to you. Now, there are several varieties of these pumps because they're all basically the same, even on even on the newer Fiats, same pumps. And basically what we got here is, this is a counterclockwise pump where both the ports are the same size. And that was what my old one was. So that's what we have here. And you look at that by when you hold it like this towards you, counterclockwise. So, and that's the way this feller's going to turn on here, because it's going to suction it from that side and then pressurize it out that side. However, to prepare our new pump, we must, in fact, put this little gear on here. Okay, we had key problems. It wasn't centered in there right, and I knew it wasn't going to go on there. Okay, we're getting it, friends. We just have to play the game. That's not how we want it. We want this down in that keyway, I would presume, like such. Yeah, do we know what we're doing? No, we don't. Has that ever stopped us before? So, I'm gonna put that there. I'm gonna hammer it home. Ouch. We should probably make poor choices here. Yep. All right. Now we're going to attempt to not be able to grab anything because we covered our fingers with grease. Now, fold over locks. Actually, not really where I'd like them. I wish they were. I wish the point was in between there, but it'll go. We'll get her. Yep. All right. Now, our next affair will probably be to ruin the threads. No, come on now. Oh, sure. Did I do a dumb thing? Yeah, I did. Okay, we'll spend half a day digging that out of there now. All because I'm not too smart. Come on. Alright, now we're back on track. We need to do several things here before we get wet and wild. One of them is going to be that the bottom two bolts we have to put in right away because there's not room to put those in, or there wasn't anyway, taking them off. So that's step one. Alright, so during the test fit up, I may or may not have twisted off a bolt in this super soft aluminum pump, and I may or may not have had to weld a nut to it on this super soft Chinesium aluminum, and then I may or may not have had to take a 1/4-20 American tap and peer pressure these foreign threads into something useful. And before I hear a lot of, you ruined the pump. Now, you got your video Freddie's getting his pump, and I cried a little. So we all got what we wanted. So just relax, it'll be fine. So where we are now is O-rings. We're gonna put in new O-rings, and hopefully that's gonna turn out good too, but better than this project turned out. So here we go. There's 3 O-rings in here, just because, you know, no other reason other than they just wanted to make it more complex. Yeah, we probably should just leave that out right now. It's been through enough. According to the parts book, these O-rings were different sizes. However, according to my real life experience here, they are not. So it's a good thing I ordered multiples of each thing in the hopes that maybe, possibly, I would have enough stuff on hand to make my life go. Some days I wonder if I have enough stuff on hand to make my life go. That should kind of fit in there, maybe. Doesn't really feel like it at all. Don't like that. I don't think that's gonna go, is it? It might. It might just need peer pressured in, just like my other stuff did. Seems a little thick. And of course we drop stuff to the ground. That's what we like. Let's just take it all off. I don't know about that, friends. I just don't know. It seems like sadness is abounding there. But sure, we knock that off, that's fine. This might go, and it might not. I'm not sold on this one. We'll see what it does when I smush it together. Because that's what we need right now, is to really warp on these threads, you know. Okay, this ain't gonna go. This O-ring is not the O-ring that fits in there. I don't care what they say. It fits on this suction side, like here. It fits that nice, but it don't fit the rest. So I guess I will go hunting and see. Somewhere in my Fiat collection of stuff, I should have. Well, but see, now it looks like I got it. Should we try it? Let's try it. It's looking like it's gonna go now. Even though that's got a horrendous gap. I don't know. All I can do is ruin it and have wasted all my money, ruin my life, and cry in the corner in my safe space. That's pretty well where we are. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Now, enough of this fighting. Let's be friends. I see what's happening. It was my stupidity that's kept me going here. That ain't right. I tell you, this is a simple project. Again, as usual, simple project gone wrong. How does that always happen? I'm glad I test fitted it before I just started wrenching it away and couldn't figure out what was happening. Okay. Well, what's going to happen there is this is going to go in there like such. Maybe. Probably not. Probably not, because I want it to, see? Now, if I could get these bolts started, it would probably make my life easier. But then I wouldn't know what to do with myself if my life was easier. There's one on the bottom. There's one there. Let's put the nuts on. I should have probably replaced these with Americanized fasteners too, and saved myself some headache. But then I would have to remember what's American and what's not. And that's a lot to remember. Oh, jeez. Okay. Can I get our hand in there? No. I don't know. Maybe those aren't the right things, are they? I don't know. Let's put the top ones in. Just loosely to help hold it. I mean, it looks so pretty. It looks like it's gonna work. But is it though? Probably not. Is that gonna go in there? Doesn't seem like it, does it? There's one. That should go. How about you throw it in there? Anytime now. Let's be friends. What's happening? Come on. Now. I'm seriously. Come on. Is that gonna go? It appears like a 12. I'm gonna better go very even with these because we don't seem to have very much room for error here. I'm trying to do two things at once again, and that doesn't work. Before I get these super duper tight, I want to get this other side started. If at all possible. If I could do that. Or not. Okay, calm down. It ain't no big thing. We'll get it. We're getting it. It's just, you know, it's one of those. That might be too long a bolt. Oh, Freddie, I hope this works, because this is a lot more work than I anticipated when I got this thing out of the box. I thought it was going to just bolt right up. You know? Why wouldn't new parts not just go right on a 50-year-old tractor? You know? I mean, a Chinese pump sold in Canada to a guy in America to go on an Italian tractor? Why wouldn't it just go? I mean, you know, everything seems fine about that, doesn't it? Yeah, this is pretty sketchy right here, what I'm doing. Right now, what you can't see is the patented pure pressuring action of that O-ring that's in between here. And I kind of doubt that it's gonna work. But we'll see. I mean, if it sprays out, we'll have to take it all apart again and just go again. I mean, it may work for a while and then fail over time. I don't know. Stranger things. Stranger things have happened. Well, the elbow torque wrench popped on that one. So, alright, we're going to quit with that. It's probably going to bite us in the behind. And we're going to say, holy Knutson. But I'm going to go anyway. Okay. Now, where are we at? Well, we are to the point that we are going to tighten the pump in the bracket We're going to hope for the best. I believe that was 10 millimeters. And I believe that I was not able to get to the bottom ones. And I'm not doing such a great job on the top ones either. So what I'm saying is, I think in order to tighten it, what I had to do, I had to wedge a screwdriver in there and tighten against it, because there wasn't enough room to get a wrench between the body of the pump because of the bracketry. Actually, this pump looks like there might be enough room. So I'm going to go get 10 millimeter wrench and see if I can't finagle it down in there like a box end and tighten her down. And then old Freddie, I think he's gonna be ready for a radiator put on there. But that's a lot more better pump than what was on there. So yeah. Okay. Holy Knutson. Come on. I can't see what I'm doing. This brace that consequently you're mounted to, I can't work around it, seems like. There. It's going. Come on. Holy ravioli, I think we got it. I think we got it. That was a ton of work. Jeez. Next on our trail of sadness, we're going to try to button up our line here with our oil resistant hose that I'm hoping will go in there as such and go on this one as such. However, I see that this is going to play sadness, so I don't know. Should I have slid on the hose clamps first? Yeah. That means I should have probably found the hose clamps first, and I don't know what I did with them. They're laying here somewhere. They couldn't have run far. Here, hose clamps, here. Hi, boys. Where are you? Hose clamps. Well, there's one, but I don't see the other one. Where is it? Here, boy. Hose clamps. Where'd you go? Got something neat to show you. Come on. Well, might be going to get... Oh, there it is. See, all you got to do is complain enough, and stuff happens. You know, stuff happens. We'll do that in a minute. I got too much stuff laying here again. I gotta get this slid out, to get that slid on, to get all this going. We'll get her. Let's try our new screwdriver, which you can't even see, but I'm using it. The old Klein screwdriver. I've been using it a bunch. It's all adjustable. I mean, you can flippity-flop ends. Holy Knutson. Let's go here. Let's do it in such a way that we wouldn't be able to service it with the tractor put together. Should we do that? No. Let's do it in a way where it's more difficult now, but it'll be easier later when we screw it all up and we have to do it. You know what I'm saying? Or would it be easier to pretend that it's fine? I don't know. I'm just going to do it like this. I could always get a stubby screwdriver in there if I had to. There we go. Oil resistant hose. Check. This piece of radiator hose is good. Check. I got a new one for the top. So probably cut that. Shouldn't I? We got new clamps for it. Should I do that, or should I wait to do it till the radiator's on? Maybe I want to set the radiator in and then cut this hose after I got it loosely fitted up. I think that's what I want to do, so I can get it more precise. I don't have skills or brains or anything here, so I'm not sure that what I'm going to do is the right thing to do, but I'm going to do it anyway, because that's pretty well how I've been living my life. Just doing it. Irreplaceable, probably, Freddie radiator. It would really suck to run that battery rod right through it, wouldn't it? Oh, I see what's happening. The old hydraulic pump fits right in there, don't you? This is kind of not very good, but I ain't going to disturb that because sadness will ensue if I do. So, now what I need to do is go back to the footage and look, because I don't remember. I think it's the back hole is where the bracket needs to go in for the sheet metal, because there's actually a little bracket that sticks out so that you can connect the sheet metal accordingly, and that needs to go in before anything else. So let me go get that taken care of and get those brackets and hunt up some hardware, because I'm not using those crusty metric bolts. I'm using American fasteners that will, you know, tighten down good. So let me go do some hunting. As always, if you enjoy my videos, give them a thumbs up. Leave a comment and tell me how dumb you think I am. Or if by some slim chance you liked it, say that. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.